Now confirmed, Princess Leonor turns down royal suitor, the nation is divided. A princess, a suitor, a future queen, and one decision that shocked an entire nation. This was supposed to be the perfect match. This was supposed to be the storybook ending. But Princess Leonor has just turned it all down. And Spain is divided. Some call it courage, others call it scandal, but everyone is talking about it. The whispers began quietly. A suitor of noble blood, connected, powerful, carefully chosen by tradition and expectation. His name was never officially announced, but the circles of influence in Madrid and beyond already knew. This was not just romance. This was strategy, a union that would strengthen the crown, silence critics, and reassure the nation that its future queen would marry within the boundaries of heritage and history. But Leonor had other ideas. She smiled politely. She listened to the discussions. She played her part in public. But behind closed doors, she made her position clear. No, she would not marry for duty alone. She would not marry to please the court, the press, or even her family. And so, when the suitor presented himself, when tradition expected her to nod, to agree, to step into a pre-written role, she turned it down. And the ripple effect was immediate. In the streets of Madrid, reactions are mixed. Some citizens see her as a heroine, a modern woman refusing to be bound by outdated rules. Others accuse her of arrogance, of shirking responsibility, of forgetting that her personal choices carry national weight. The palace, too, is in turmoil. Courtiers who had spent months preparing whispers of engagement are scrambling to contain the fallout. Advisors weigh every word carefully, aware that the smallest misstep could escalate the situation further. But step back for a moment. Why does this decision matter so deeply? Why is one young woman's refusal to accept a suitor causing such an uproar? The answer lies in who Leonor is. She is not just a princess. She is the heir, the future queen of Spain. Every choice she makes becomes symbolic. Every action sets a precedent. And this refusal, challenges centuries of royal expectation. History tells us that princesses rarely had such freedom. Matches were arranged. Politics dictated unions. Love was often an afterthought. But Leonor belongs to a generation unwilling to surrender agency. Her education, her military training, her service to Spain, all of it has shown a young woman deeply committed to her role. But her heart, she has decided, will not be dictated. And here lies the tension. The suitor, described as noble, respected, and well-suited on paper, is not at the center of the scandal. He followed tradition, stepped forward, played his part. The true disruption comes from Leonor's choice to step away. To reject not just him, but the very idea that her life must be directed by anyone other than herself. Within the palace walls, family conversations are intense. Queen Letizia, often protective of her daughters, is rumored to support Leonor's stand for independence. King Felipe, balancing love for his daughter with duty to his crown, faces the harder path. For a monarch, duty always weighs heavier than desire. And yet, as a father, can he ignore his child's plea to choose love freely? The nation watches closely. Every headline screams with opinion. Columnists debate whether this is a crisis or a moment of progress. Some say Leonor's choice reflects a modern monarchy ready to evolve. Others fear it undermines centuries of carefully guarded tradition. And still, the question lingers, if not this suitor, then who? The story deepens further when we consider timing. Leonor has just reached adulthood. Her military training has earned respect. She has begun stepping into the spotlight with increasing confidence. A wedding announcement now would have cemented her image as both future queen and future wife. Instead, this refusal shifts the narrative. It reminds everyone that while she belongs to the crown, she is also her own person. But will this independence strengthen her reign, or weaken it? Supporters say the people will love her more for it. That a queen who listens to her heart will also listen to her people. That she is proving herself relatable, human, someone who refuses to live as a prisoner of duty. But critics argue the opposite. That monarchy is not about personal happiness but about sacrifice. That in saying no, she has shown a lack of readiness for the throne. That love can wait, but duty cannot. This is where the nation divides. Two Spains emerge in conversation. one longing for modernity, freedom, and a monarchy that adapts to the times, the other clinging to tradition, fearing that too much independence will erode the very foundation of royalty. Meanwhile, Leonor herself has remained poised, calm, and silent in public. No official statement has been given. No fiery defense, no tearful confession, no interview. Only a quiet dignity that leaves the world guessing. Perhaps her silence speaks louder than words. Perhaps it is her way of saying, "My choice is final." The suitor has also disappeared from public view. Some sources claim he has been deeply embarrassed. Others insist he has accepted the decision with grace. But either way, his role in this story has ended. It is Leonor's story now. And so the curiosity grows. Who will she choose, if anyone? Will she follow the example of monarchs across Europe who married for love rather than duty? Will she shock the world again with a match that defies every expectation? Or will she wait, focusing on her role as heir before letting romance enter the stage again? Each possibility carries weight. Each decision shapes her destiny. Imagine the pressure. A young woman barely stepping into adulthood, already carrying the hopes of a nation, the traditions of centuries, and the eyes of the world. And now, with this refusal, she carries controversy too. The courage it takes cannot be underestimated. To say no when the world expects yes is not rebellion, it is conviction. The palace may release a statement soon. They may downplay the incident, insist it was never serious, that no formal offer was made. But the truth has already escaped. People know, people believe, and once belief takes root, it cannot be erased. And so, the story becomes larger than Leonor herself. It becomes a reflection of what Spain wants its monarchy to be. A symbol of obedience to tradition, or a symbol of change. A relic of the past, or a beacon of the future. Leonor, knowingly or not, has become the face of that debate. Now confirmed, Princess Leonor has turned down a royal suitor. And in doing so, she has turned a private decision into a national reckoning. Will the people side with her courage, or condemn her defiance? Will history remember this as the moment Spain's monarchy truly modernized, or as the first crack in its foundation? Time will tell. But one thing is certain, the story is not over. The world will watch every step she takes, every hand she holds, every decision she makes. Because this is not just about love. It is about power. It is about tradition. It is about the making of a queen. And as Spain divides, one voice remains clear. Her own. Princess Leonor has chosen freedom over expectation. And nothing, from this day forward, will ever be the same.